Hey guys, Kevin here with eTrailer, and today I'm going to be showing you how to install the Optronics low profile LED combination tail light for the driver's side here on our 2021 Keystone Raptor fifth wheel toy hauler. So both your driver's side and your passenger side are going to come with a multitude of functions. As you can see in the center here, it's going to have a reflector as well as on the side. So it's going to have these side reflectors as well. That way you don't have to purchase additional reflective tape or other reflectors and try and screw those into your trailer. There's also going to be a side marker light, and it's going to have your stop or brake signal as well as just your running lights, and then also your left and right turn signal. On the driver's side, it's actually also going to come with a little light on the bottom, and that's for your license plate. So if you wanted to, you could hook a license plate holder up. The two bolts that mount to our trailer are actually 2 inches apart, so you can get the correct license plate holder and match that up on there and have it properly display your license plate so that you're street legal. Switching over from incandescent to LEDs is going to end up giving you a much longer lifespan because LED bulbs are going to last about 50 times longer than an incandescent, and they're going to consume less energy. Along with that, our housing here is going to be a surface mount, so it's going to help distribute heat a little bit better and more efficiently than any of your mounts that are going to actually have to sit inside of the trailer wall itself. And then along with our housing here, it's actually going to be completely encased so that it is actually submersible. So if you were putting this on a boat trailer, you wouldn't have to worry about any of your electronics getting damaged. But along with that, you would want to make sure that you use heat shrink butt connectors for the wiring, just so that there's no chance of any corrosion getting into that wiring. So I just wanted to mention that these two lights are not kitted together, they are separate. So when you're purchasing either the passenger or the driver's side, you're going to want to make sure that you get both. That way you have a nice uniform look. Along with that, the installation is going to be super simple. You can easily do this at home in probably about 15 minutes. You're just going to want to make sure that you get the correct parts. So heat shrink butt connectors, some crimp tools, and a heat gun just so that you can shrink down those butt connectors. But let me go ahead and show you how we did that. As you can see on our left side, we still have our factory tail lights there, and as you can see, some of the LEDs in it have already kind of burnt out, so it looks like we're missing about 5 of them. Obviously that's not good. People aren't going to be able to see our Raptor on the road, even though it is a monstrosity. If you're in the dark, you're not going to see those tail lights. You could probably come up on this a little bit too quick. Whereas with our new light, you can see it's a big old square shape. It's going to give you that great visibility, and it's going to be bright enough so that people can see you and that you're going to be legal while you're driving down the road. To begin our installation, we're going to have to first remove our factory light. Luckily for us, it's just a couple of Phillips head screws. And they're self-tappers, so they're going to give a little bit of resistance trying to come out fully. And on the underside here, we can kind of get to our wiring. So looking at our connectors here, you can see just how much dirt and grime kind of gets kicked up onto here. So instead of using these, I'm going to go ahead and use some heat shrink butt connectors so that we don't have to worry about our wiring getting damaged over time. But we're going to go ahead and I'm going to uncrimp these. And here you can see, a great example. There's all that dirt and corrosion getting on the wires here. Those wires will start to get real brittle, and then they're not going to want to work. And then you're going to end up having to cut it off, and you're going to lose some of that wiring. All right, so we're going to test the functions of our wires right now. I've got my tester hooked up to our white wire, which is our ground, and then we have it set on left turn. So as you can see, our red wire is going to be our left turn wire, and if we cross-reference that with our light on here, we have the yellow wire, which is our stop and our turn. So yellow is going to go to our red. That means our brown is going to go to our white and green wire right here for our tail light and side marker. All right, so now I want to line this up so that my wiring can pass through that same hole that we had for our previous light. And I want to get my bolt holes kind of in place. And then I'm going to take a paint marker just so I can kind of mark exactly where those are going to come out to. Just make a little mark right above them, and then we can kind of make sure that they're both even by just taking our tape measure. So probably need to be right at like 2 3/4. Like a little dot, and we'll do the same right here, just to make sure that we're keeping it both right on. Next, we can go ahead and take our drill. Now we can go ahead and pass our wiring through. Line up our bolts, and we're gonna get on the back side here and tighten down our nuts. I'm gonna go ahead and just hand tighten these on to start. And once we have it hand tight, we can take a 7/16 socket and fully tighten it down. So now we can begin the process of crimping our wires together. Start with my ground here, get that out of the way. And then we can crimp that on there. We have our red going to our yellow. And then our brown to our green and white. Now that we have all that crimped down, we can go ahead and take our heat gun and just shrink all that down. All right, so we've gone ahead and put power. We know our light is functioning properly. So now I'm gonna go ahead and do the same process over on the other side with our passenger. All right, so now that we have both lights installed, we're gonna just run through the functions really quick. So right now I have it just on our running lights. We can check out our left turn, our brake lights, and then our right turn. Well, I think that about does it for today's installation of the Optronics low profile LED combination taillights here on our 2021 Keystone Raptor fifth wheel toy hauler. My name's Kevin. Thanks for watching.